field of razor wire drifting through my sleep. A chip of potassium glowing faintly under my fingernail. I swear it was my own little war. The terrified world spinning like a coin. And I could never find the finger to touch her face. By accident. In a filling station. For instance, two boys catch a hummingbird out of the living air. They seal it in a jar without holes. Its flecked, metallic wings tremble, flutter still. I watched it just now, spinning to a stop, this dwarfed planet breaking down. I suppose I am an instant, a cooling tower of concealed clouds. We were that close. From 1,000 miles away, you burn a valley of flammable air into my chest, and I breathe it when I sleep. In school, they taught us each atom was a solar system, with a sun and thousands of planets. They were wrong. They were wrong about my finger, capable of touching her cheek. This one's a little bit longer, and it's from a new manuscript that I've been playing with. And it's sort of, literally, it's about mountaintop removal mining. And what's left over once they destroy a mountain is called the overburden, which I thought is sort of an irresistible term for a poet. So I wrote about it, and I called it The Overburden in Hawk Time. And I'm from Virginia. So Virginia, Western Virginia, and the actual state of West Virginia, big cold places. They always said you could move mountains. That's why I've come to this unimaginable place. Sunset azalea flaring out along the surface of the pond, in slag runoffs of fire dissipating into the west, over home. It's Good Friday. In August. It's now. A mountaintop removal site prepares to drift through my sleep with its slag heaps, its one early star gradually glowing brighter to pierce the gloaming sky. In hawk time, I am the prey, whose black glistening. In hawk time, when I wake, in a dark, shining seam, there will never be enough. Not tomorrow, when the birth will be depleted again, for I am not gifted in the reading of birds. For the dead sleep arrested underground in one massive, shining crystal river stripped bare over Jordan, to which I go. And above the overburden, which is nowhere, like the body of the accused, hawks are still turning in great lazy circles, traveling through this world below. They always said it was nowhere. Only those hawks know the real time here. Not the clock radio that woke me before sunrise, red eyes flashing. Not the old-time meter in the cab that brought me here, its eyelids slowly rolling over like an owl's in daylight. I can't see what the hawks do from their orbit, except from photos taken by NASA Landsat. Since 1984, the Hobbit mine in West Virginia has metastasized by a factor of 10. And still the hawks turn up above these exposed, glistening organs up here. That's how long it takes to burn a single landscape in hawk time, on Good Friday, in August. Just as long as a person, sky deep as a raw wound. Keep reaching back into the stigmata tunnels of my eyes. No. I'm the one who's washed his hands of this twice. I'm the one who's starting again. A red-shouldered hawk, unclocking its purgatorial circles above the slag pond. Only this time, the index is huge. A damn brand new mountain. The dead persist underneath the overburden, ripped open, no longer buried in their long, combustible sleep, awakened in this concussive trembling, then blasted bare, uncovered into a floating scar. The dead are hungry, whose mathematically secret droning is oceans. They turn. They don't turn. Are dead. They run in the polluted streams. They begin and end in the same small love gasp forever, and that's nothing. The dead turn like the blurred hemisphere of a hummingbird's wings, or the blue flash in a piece of coal, or a top spinning as a boy tries to grab it, or a single bad coin. And the spin breaks when the ice caps shall release such an entirely other overburden. The planet's dead, global waters shifting at half a kilometer off its axis, tallying us right now, one by one, in the sound of insect feet against bark. And they reach into me so awful and so slow as the hawk circles dismantle my surfaces to swallow me in that pond below. That language, these parabolics, as if the wind were a thirsty gaze, and I, a troubled, burning waters, a refined liquid, a liquor, blast. Yeah. The dead shall be with you, always. But too dear, meanwhile, right now, are suddenly perfectly here, floating along the meadow until I blink just once, and they touch down in unison. Crash, the understory, are gone. If the entrance to this disfigured kingdom slips below the massacred horizon, like a blinded eye, just one more time, well then, I too am out here fading like an afterimage. Correction. It's the blue jay who plucks her head just once, and the cicada appears in her beak, but she drops to the ground, belly up, one quick peck of its sweet meat past, and we mother forth from the wound. Correct. We've made the earth into Ixion's wheel, who drink gasoline, and we're bound to it. Correct. Bound to my own body. Highly flammable. Once the circle has spilled me up through the soaked shadow, each refined spirit explodes. I too am out here searching for my meal of wild honey and locust. You've got to get yourself correct. And the air screams, turning in its grooves, and stops on a dime. Something light. My dad, whenever I tell him I'm giving a reading, he's like, "Are you going to read the funny one?" I think you need the funny one. Only one. This is called 7 Tweets from the Rapture. This is not the funny one. 7 Tweets from the Rapture. After they'd stretched my neck, a swan floated in question mark shape, dragging the machinery of its double through brackish, polluted clouds. After the dirty bomb went off in the city, and the stars disappeared like pages of math, the records on the people's God were not good, which is why their dreams filled with ropes of dark smoke. You want proof? All the honeybees began to vanish at once. bush in bloom. For example, 15 years ago, it would have been a hive of noise. Now it fills you with a quiet fear. It's deafening. What with these death commercials and assessments of future value, no wonder we descend with the city lights slowly dissolving in stomach acid. May I help you?